analysis of it.
They're just funny. We got to get to the Cowboys. So this dude is supposed to be a headache. You got a new coach that nobody wanted, that you elevated in Brian Shot. That's what you got right there, right? You got him, right? You got Dak Prescott, who's allergic to prosperity come playoff time, right? So we know that's going on, right? Rico Dowdle, you didn't even try to hold on to him. You went and got this brother Williams from Denver, right? Because he was half the price. I mean, instead of $6 million, we're only gonna play $3 million. I mean, just stop the presses. What a big move for our renegade, right? Which basically means you're gonna be passing the ball all day long. And the more you pass, the more it sets the stage for Dak Prescott to make a mistake when it matters most. Congratulations to the Cowboys. I'm sure it looks good on paper as it always does. I'm sure the Dallas Cowboy faithful is looking around.
You already planning for their downfall?
Yeah, give him a break.
Like Stephen A.
Stephen A. Boy, this is going to be a day where you're going to have to eat your words. This is going to be a day where my Cowboys, it's going to be a day where my quarterback retires that same old take that you've been using for years. And albeit you've had the ammo to do so at times, but there's going to be a day where you won't be able to do such a take anymore every year, every December. There's going to be a time where you're going to have to put some respect on the name and the team you hate so much, where the fans that you hate so much will be able to work your ever-loving nerves to the point where I hope we just keep you to NBA at this point. And I say all that jokingly to a point because, Stephen A., I love you. You're one of my favorite personalities in this field, honestly and truly. But as a Cowboy fan, all right, other than that, I love you, Stephen A. This video really ain't about Stephen A. I just wanted to slide that in there. This one here is for them Cowboy fans who cannot appreciate us getting George Pickens. And like what do I call y'all? What do we call y'all? I want to call y'all bandwagon fans. I don't want to call y'all, because a bandwagon fan is somebody that's not a fan of the team, but they claim they are when that team becomes the team, when it's either the most popular thing to be or we just won a championship. I don't want to call you fair weather fans because it's just not low enough for how I feel about y'all. I think I want to call y'all trash can fans. That's not nasty. I think I want to call y'all toilet fans. I just want to flush y'all down the toilet sometimes because we get George Pickens and y'all are all over X and shit talking about he's going to mess up the culture and everything that Shotty's working to build. He's going to cause distractions and turmoil in the locker room. What are y'all seeing? I feel like this is like when the media controls the way you see a certain celebrity or individual, right? Y'all are going off some on the field behavioral issues that you've seen, but no worse than we've seen from other superstars that we've had on the team. We've had T.O.'s, we've had Greg Hardy's. Greg Hardy probably ain't a good example, but I'm going off the top of my dome here. My point is, we've got experience dealing with these big personalities, these guys with character flaws, if that's what you want to call it. Jerry's not scared of these type. I'm not scared of these type. As long as you produce on the field, I honestly believe we got the structure to handle George Pickens if he was going to be the type of case that y'all make him out to be. There's reports that he's a hard worker on the practice field. There's reports that he's a great teammate. He's a great guy, period. And that what you guys are hung up on is not him all the time or even majority of the time. But none of y'all are talking about that, and reports coming out from the big boys ain't really like that. Pause. Here we pause on that one. You see what I'm saying? The other thing I want to point out, he's coming from the Steelers, where, I mean, what quarterback did he have that was going to be able to command the respect he'd have to recognize? Russ is on the tail end. You can't tell me Pickens is going to be able to you know, get a handle on him. Like, he was the man in Pittsburgh. Who gonna check the man? Right? This is a defensive team he's coming from. He's going to the Cowboys, an offensive-minded team, an offensive-minded coach. You got a wide receiver that's of your ilk, better, in CeeDee Lamb. Also could ever, he can get to that YN level if we want to talk to it. CeeDee Lamb is of that culture and knows how to get on that level with you. Dak Prescott is a hell of a leader that's never been in question. He'll know how to get on that level with you. Micah Parsons, also I believe is a great leader, and I believe Parsons will be able to get on that level with Pickens. I've said it before. I also believe Jerry Jones has Jay Prince conversations with guys like this behind closed doors. Hey, listen, I understand who you are, and I understand who you think you're the man, but you need to understand this. I'm Jerry from Jones, all right? You're playing for the star. You're representing the star. It's all eyes on the star. It's all eyes on you. Don't you mess this up. I've known people that have actually played for the Cowboys, all right? I've heard the stories that Jerry is not above assigning a handler to people that are going to be, character cases and making sure they keep them in line, keep them from doing something stupid off the field, keep them in check, hold them accountable. And I'm not even saying that George Pickens needs that type of attention. I think y'all are blowing this out the water. Another thing I want to bring out, and I'm not the best at the whole salary cap thing, so if I'm wrong, y'all feel free to get in the comments. But if this is a good take that I'm about to give you on this one, drop a 33 for Lionhead 33 in there and let me know you rock it. Y'all ever think that maybe the Steelers let him go? Because I hear, why the Steelers let him go? Y'all ever think that maybe the Steelers let him go because maybe some salary cap issues there? Y'all know that I believe they holding on for Aaron Rodgers. You can't tell me you plan on trotting Mason Rudolph out there and we're going to keep this streak of never having a losing season going, right? Y'all holding on for Aaron Rodgers. I don't believe Aaron Rodgers just comes back and it's for one more year. I think he's just got a sour taste in his mouth from what happened over there with the Jets. You come to a much better organization with the Steelers. You do better. Aaron might stick around another 2 years. You're going to have to pay Aaron, though. Probably somewhere around, let's say between 30 to 35 or maybe north of 35. Y'all just paid DK Metcalf. I think it's $113 million. It was $30 million signing bonus, 60-something million guaranteed, $33 million a year with DJ Metcalf. And then you're about to have George Pickens come up on his contract year, and you know his talent level, he's gonna want to get paid. So maybe you saw it, your salary cap, as I looked up, was only about $30 million. So maybe they just decided, listen, we might just have to let him go, get some draft capital. I mean, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Check the history. They trade their best wide receivers all the time. Antonio Brown, number 18, I forget his name. They traded Claypool, who was the best thing they had at the time, even though he ain't panning out nowhere else and he's out the league now. But it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. They trade their best wide receivers all the time. So let's get off this story that they let George Pickens go because he's a locker room distraction. He's a character case, and bro, stop that shit. And if you're a Cowboy fan and you're blowing this for the rest of us, you're acting like a jaded girlfriend who's so hurt by her exes that she can't see and recognize a good thing going forward. Man, y'all what I call toilet fans, yo. Toilet seat fans. Just want to knock y'all in the toilet bowl and flush you down the toilet. For real. Y'all getting on my last nerves with this. We got George Pickens. Well, again, we didn't get what we wanted. We didn't get what we needed. We wanted a wide receiver too. We needed a wide receiver too. We messed around and got a wide receiver 1B. I believe this firmly puts us in contention for a lot of great things this year. And when that happens, make sure that y'all ain't the ones trying to jump back on the ship once we hit the promised land. Because the ship don't sink. And when we hit the promised land, we telling you, fuck off, yo. All right? Y'all cut that out. And if I catch y'all like that, hey, just listen. Lionhead Sports, Lionhead 33, putting you boys on suspension, man. Turn your jerseys in. Y'all sit y'all ass out. Y'all on a 6-game suspension. For real. Y'all got to cut that shit out, yo. We not them same Cowboys. I've been saying that.